What about you? How was your weekend, man?
It was pretty mellow, dude. I went to a show at the Ha Ha Comedy Club.
Nice.
And it was good. People are hammered on the weekend nights.
Yeah. No, I've heard that's the case. It's a lot more jovial. Everybody was laughing. A lot of big laughs. Yeah.
Yeah, people were laughing. People were also heckling a lot, too. It got wild.
Wow.
But I guess we have our Wednesday show back.
Really?
Maybe. Well, because the guy... So, Leo and I, Ruman, our buddy who replaces it. Let me know if we can't talk about this.
No,
I don't know
we
if we're
can.
jeopardizing our relationship with the club.
Not at all. Not at all.
But we do an every other Wednesday show. Basically, you look at the calendar, every other Wednesday. I thought indefinitely we were scheduled to do a show.
Yeah.
And we go in there. None of the management or owners are there. There's no supervision.
Mm-hmm.
We can say fucking anything we want on stage.
It was a lot of fun, and we were getting a lot of returning people, returners. People would go and be like, wow, this is wild.
Yes.
Coming next week. Yeah.
And it was always either half full or like 3/4 full on a Wednesday night, sometimes at 10 p.m.
Right.
The Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Really good turnout. We only had like 1 or 2 shows that were like, all right, there's 16 people here, but we'll make it happen. It was usually a good fucking turnout.
It was always a good turnout.
And the lady there, I guess Ruman or us, fell out of favor. One thing we haven't talked about on here is on my Patreon, I posted a video where a fan, maybe we did talk about this on here, but
sort of, yeah.
If we did, or did not, rather, a fan popped over a bathroom stall wall while I was taking a piss with his smartphone and photographed my penis.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we haven't talked about this.
I
So
feel like briefly, but yeah.
it's all on my personal Patreon. There's a whole vlog of it. But I come out to this kid because he was a fan, and I'd been super nice to him all night. At first, I asked him very kindly, "Hey, man, can you delete that? Because it's just my little flaccid fucking wee-wee, which we know doesn't look good on the internet, Austin." And he turns into a cocksucker all of a sudden. He's like, "Nah, fool, get away from me, dog." And I see he has Instagram pulled up, and it's queued into a story ready to go onto the web.
Oh, yeah.
There's no time for formalities anymore. I grab the phone out of the kid's hand.
Nice.
Yes.
And he's hammered, and he's cross-eyed, and he's very Latino. Like, what's up? That's my personal property, dog. I'm going to beat your ass. And I was taking pictures and hugging this kid earlier. So I look over, and Leo's flagging me down because I'm going on stage right then. So I get up on stage, and anything I had planned is out the window. Of course, obviously, all I do for the next 10 minutes is just talk about the cockpick fiasco.
And lots of laughs. It was a great set because of that.
And I start recruiting anybody in the crowd who knows how an Android works. Because not only do we need to delete the main photo, we need to get into the cloud memory and delete everything there, too.
Yeah.
Eventually, there's a fan of ours, Dante.
Dante, yes.
Dante comes through in the clutch. Dude wearing a button-up shirt, his haircut's immaculate, has a tech job. He fucking flips that thing open, deletes all remnants of my tiny little wee-wee, which it was looking fucking bad at the time. And so it's all good. It's all fucking good. Well, I guess the club owner caught wind of this whole story and is like, "Oh, the Danny Mullen, he cannot come to our club anymore because I heard there was gay things happening."
Yeah, they thought a lot of gay things were happening. They're a little conservative, maybe you could say, or just old school. But yeah, they didn't want none of that gay shit around. So
I was blacklisted for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I had to talk with the lady, and I was like, "Listen, we had a lot of great nights in a row. A lot of people are buying drinks. You know what I mean? It was just one fan that was kind of a ne'er-do-well. It's not like the general consensus of all our fans are going to be like that.
But they thought it was me who was doing gay shit. They thought I was like, "Hey, buddy, pop over that stall and take a picky."
Yeah, they thought it was like, they thought like the Ha-Ha bathroom had become like some West Hollywood, brothel where men would meet and take pictures of each other's penises.
Not the case. No. I was trying to empty my bladder in peace.
There were more penises involved too, because when they were going through the fans, his like deleted folder and all that, and this guy had a bunch of dick pics.
Of course,
right? Yeah, he had a ton of dick pics
from an assortment of men too. He did show me his limp penis afterwards. We're back after that then, but then this lady, I guess, an obscure character actor in the film Tropic Thunder. Maybe not that obscure.
No, he was like one of the. You could call him a lead in there.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the guy with the booty juice. I don't know if you've seen Tropic Thunder. His name is Brandon Jackson, I think. And yeah, so he got Wednesdays out of nowhere.
So they gave him Wednesdays, but I talked to some people at the Haha this Saturday night when I was there, and this is all hearsay, and this is absolutely nothing against this guy who had the Wednesday show. Oh, well, it's he got our spot, so I'm a little bitter.
Yeah.
But I heard that, quote, management said they were never going to have him back again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're back then.
Sounds like it. I don't know what he must have done to have, because, I mean, the last set I had at the Haha, I just went on a trans rant for the first 5 minutes of my set. Like, you could do fucking anything. So it really, the mind positively spins trying to dream up what this kid must have done on stage to get banned.
Oh, yeah. See, the thing about this, when you're starting out in comedy, the only way to really get stage time is to produce your own show. So this is what we were doing. I mean, it was kind of great. Danny would bring out, it would be like an average of at least 20 fans. There'd be like 5 to 10 of my friends, and then Rumon would bring 5 to 10 people, and we got 30 people in there. And then, of course,
whatever other comics
would maybe people would show up, and all of a sudden we got 40, 50 people. Then it was a great time.
And there were good comics on our lineups too.
Yeah, great comics, man. I mean, there's a lot of good comics in LA, dude.
Blaustein, Jay Washington, like some really good local guys.
Absolutely. And so we were like, it was a good workout room. It was a good place to go and have some fun, like Danny was saying. So then that would get taken away from us, and it's like now we don't have the connects yet, or we don't have. I mean, there's about 30 groups of people like us trying to get in at like the Improv or trying to get in some other places, the bigger clubs, And we were kind of shit out of luck. We were gonna have to like do shows at like Fourth Wall where there's no parking. Like Nishat, the nice little Muslim lady that comes to every one of our shows, she couldn't walk. We had to like walk her to her car after the Fourth Wall. It was a little bit of a sketchy area in a certain East Hollywood area where Fourth Wall happened.
Yeah.
So,
and what you did to her in the dark was a little sketchier.
It was a little sketchier than anything the homeless people were going to do. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? But
Leandro Dottavio, the most dangerous prowler.
Hey, put my picture up. But you know what? We might be back in good graces. You know what it is about the Haha, though? They like to make, they like, if you're going to say that you're going to bring a lot of people, which I know he pitched them like he probably pitched them a very like fruitful Wednesdays. Like, I'm going to have certain people out, a certain amount of people coming out, people.
Oh, shit, dog. Will Smith be dropping through this
Hell
bitch.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sure
you think he overpromised and underdelivered, Leo?
Guaranteed.
That's the worst, huh?
Yeah, that's what happens. That's most of people. In LA, that's a lot of people.
That's the worst. I mean, think about it from a girl's perspective. When you're talking to a girl like, I'm going to knock that bottom off, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm going to eat that pussy all night long.
All right.
And then you get there like, just like you do in every sexual encounter.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You are the king of sexually overpromising and
heavy
underdelivering.
Sexting, crazy sexting, but then, my mouth isn't going in near any of your sexual organs,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is what it is.